Turbo Turnup Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnup Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnup Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now.
Hello, YouTube. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. What up? Also, shout out to Art and Ken for commenting early on before the show even started. But thank you guys. And also a big shout out to Twitter and CoinMarketCap for updates and followers. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming to the BTM Crypto News Network live. And we're talking about Turbo. Turbo. These guys want Turbo to fail so bad, right? There's so many people that hate Turbo for no reason. I don't even understand. There's the other first meme coin, which is kind of weird because I didn't hear about it until after Turbo. And if you can see, Turbo is up 200%, 260% in the last 30 days. So Turbo ain't going nowhere. Turbo. Let's go. Hope you've been well, BTM. Thank you, Art. Let's go, BTM, best channel on Turbo. Thank you, Ken, as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit your main man up with a super chat, guys. The kid is struggling. But actually, I'm using the super chat this month for donating to the Lupus Foundation of America. So all the super chats we're going to use and make a donation to the Lupus Foundation of America. I think the lupus disease as a whole gets overlooked a lot. So we're going to use that to contribute to the Lupus Foundation of America. But thanks for joining. Thanks for live chatting, sharing, subscribing, and your updates. And Turbo is trading futures on Solana and Ethereum. That's why I think that the Turbo is just getting started, guys. It's just the beginning. Let's go. Turbo Coin. What up, Turbo Coin meme? Interesting. But thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me turn on the spotlight. Actually, that's weird. I didn't have the spotlight already set up. So let me start that screen share. And we're going to start with X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. So this is your main man, BTM's Crypto News Network. Make sure you join to stay updates with Turbo and Zbeck and Casper. I was going to do Casper last night, but I got tired, so I didn't do it live. But I'm probably going to do a live tonight. So let me know if you guys want to do Casper, Zbeck, or XRP. So let me know in the comments as the show goes on. What do you want to talk about tonight? But now we're talking about Turbo token. So this is Turbo is lighting the way for the crypto community. It isn't just a meme coin, it's a movement with a purpose. Together, we can make history. Join the Turbo Revolution and the Turbo Turn Up Time and the Turbo. So this is what I put in the, I guess, title for the video. Turbo is up 260% in the last 30 days. Clearly, you can see Turbo's pumping like a bad boy, right? And people were like, Turbo is going down, right? Somebody was like, Turbo is over. You wasted your time with Turbo. You wasted your time making Turbo videos. Ye of little faith, right? But I was telling you guys, just continue to diamond hand and hold on. We've been squeezing so much on this diamond hand glove. The glove's tearing up, but just continue to hold, guys. We are getting closer and closer every day. So don't give up, right? Just keep holding. We'll get to the numbers in a second. This is the Roaring Toady. I think I do have this Creighton actual posting somewhere. Turbo is the coin of the day. Price is 005, up 3.3% today. What do you think, Turbo Crypto? Coin of the day, ranked number 5. And it's our favorite Turbo token. Market cap 387 mil won. Let's go. The Amphibian Times meme of the year. The moon is not enough. So we're getting greedy now. But you're right. We need to start shooting for Pluto or Saturn. The moon is just the beginning. And it looks like I missed one of these alt crypto cups. The last one, I don't know. The first one was kind of weird. I think something happened and we got cheated. The second one was better. This will not. This is wait. It's not. Hey, it's not. Will happen. It's about destiny. It's not. Will it happen? Maybe. It's about destiny. The winner is already chosen, and this is the alt crypto cup, a new meme coin tournament. And looks like Turbo beat out. I guess it's Baby Dodge. I don't know what this is. But is this the old one or is this a newer one? I think this might be an older one, actually. Because we were doing, or they were doing, yes, this is in May. They were doing these and then they stopped doing them. And then there was a big uproar. And then we did it again and we won. Hello. This is my first time for YouTube. Let's go. Appreciate you joining, bro. Appreciate you being part of the Turbo Toad community and the Turbo Toad army. Let's go. Turbo, of course. And this is what is the best opportunity to make money in crypto right now? And it's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Top 15 coins by trending search on Binance. And let's see here. Where's the Toad? Toad is number 13, ranked 158. Binance trading volume 72%. On other exchanges, 28% on Binance. And this is actually today, May 6th. So shout out to Crypto Differ, stands with Ukraine. Okay. This is what who is this? This guy's respond. Wait, no. This is what this guy was responding to. It is turbo mode, open layout on Creighton's desktop share. I might actually start using Creighton's desktop share. Actually, some pretty good information. There's some pretty good diagram. Turbo, look at the volume. Volume is 325.1 mil won. Market cap is 181 mil won. So the market cap, the trading volume is almost as big as the current trading. So Turbo trading is doing, you guys are out here doing God's work. I'm just playing. But seriously, you guys are putting in serious work in the Turbo trading from exchanges and trading from futures, maybe Solana futures. See, there's a lot of Ethereum, but a lot of exchanges hold Turbo, which makes the exchanging and trading pretty easy. So I think that has something to do with the volume. 330 mil won volume in the last 24 hours. Let's go. In a month, Turbo's top gainer everywhere. And that's just 245%. Let's see it. 260%. All right, what you mean something's going on? We're just waiting for a Turbo announcement, and Turbo is going to explode. Shout out to Cloud Bricks. Web3 whale. Rise higher, grow stronger. Turbo's future is crystal clear. Full of energy, fun, and unstoppable meme power. Always ahead of the curve, always bringing the hype. Let's go. Shout out to all you guys creating memes, making postings, and keep pushing the Turbo token and keep the momentum going, guys, because we are here and we are live. So shout out to the community, because the community is mainly what everyone's talking about. I mean, the community supports the token. The token is good. The meme is awesome, but it's everyone who works together that keeps Turbo going. Together we can. Robinhood, you know, it makes sense. List Turbo, the golden ticket with meme coins. So I'm beginning to suspect Robinhood is waiting, right? Once Turbo pushes up past that next resistance point, I think they're going to list it because they know that the price will run up. But they are waiting for the price to continue to pump, get in low, and ride it all the way up. This is also replying to that earlier posting. This is Torg. At this point, it's honestly getting ridiculous that Robinhood still hasn't listing Turbo. I was thinking that too, but continue to keep the pressure on Robinhood. These guys will fold like all the other exchanges fold. Turbo cannot be stopped, guys. We are here and we are live and we are taking the crypto community by storm. There was 465 mil market cap last night. Then it went down. Robinhood list our Turbo. Definitely, guys. Uh, what meme coin do you truly believe in? This is Crypto Insights. We got 55.7% talking Turbo. Not sure what's up with Baby Dodge. I don't even know what Pit is. And Pepe is, I told you guys, Pepe is probably going to disappear this bull run, right? As soon as the altcoins hit, people who've been waiting are going to cash out and they're probably going to invest in Turbo. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. With or without you, Robinhood. Soon Turbo will flip Pepe. I told him so. Well, I don't know why the Pepe's mad. Why the green? I don't know, but he's right. I think so too. But I've been telling you guys that all summer. It's only a matter of time before Turbo pushes hard. Beard Toad still up 6 a.m. watching Turbo rise on a Tuesday morning with his gang while the crypto markets are washing red and doing his martini magic trick. Some meme coins are just not as strong nor as attractive as Turbo Toad Las Vegas Omni. Uh, all new time high holders counts for Turbo. Don't sleep on the Toad. Mark my words, Turbo Toad will be the crypto to change lives in 2025. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Dodge or SHIB. I agree with you, Peg Leg Wally, right? 53,360 holders. Turbo moves with a quiet strength of wisdom, seeking beyond the moment and understanding the tides of destiny. With the patience of a sage and the vision of a leader, Turbo navigates life with clarity, turning knowledge into unstoppable momentum. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Turbo cannot be stopped. I don't care what nobody says. People are telling me every day Turbo's over. Turbo won't do anything. Turbo has came and gone. Literally, people seeing me DMs about Turbo is dead every single day. I'm not even sure why you're focusing so hard for Turbo to fail. I just don't quite understand what's going on, guys. I don't know why people are so infatuated with what is going on with Turbo? I mean, people who don't support Turbo. I understand people who are part of the Turbo Toe movement. That makes sense. The people who aren't even involved in Turbo are spending day and night trying to FUD the toad, which doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this, right? Why is there such a concern, or why is there so much hate with the Turbo token, right? I don't understand, right? If you don't like it, cool. But nobody's going around hating on other cryptos, right? Nobody spends all day posting about what Turbo's not doing or why Turbo can fail. What is this? 285 million volume just today. I know, man. Let's see here. Hot token of the week on Baconi. Economy? Is it Economy? Whatever. Hot token of the week, Turbo. All-time high down 58%, all-time low up 30,724%. Uh, Everything is changing over time. Enjoy the moment and let's take care of everything. Keep Turbo on and stay relaxed. And this is Rex from yesterday. Should I create a special one of one honorary Turbo Toads to gift to the community members or notable supporters? This takes extra production time, but it is a gesture of appreciation and help me spread goodwill. Definitely. Definitely several honorees. You can go ahead and throw your boy one. You can go ahead and carve BTM on one right now. Please and thank you, Rec. But moving forward, this is I don't know why it's on the month chart, but this is the month chart. You see Turbo's up 261%. Of the crypto we're tracking, Turbo is doing the best, actually. But let's go back to the hour. Turbo's down 1.5%. Swarm's down 8. It's up 3.8. Cardano's up 1%. Pepe's up 0.9. Shib's up 0.7. Floke is up point. It's the hour. I'm tripping. Back to the day chart. Oh, so what is this? Kodo is up 9.8. Turbo is down 1.5. Boodan's down 4. Swarm is down 23%. I'm glad I got out of Swarm. Virtuals is down 12.3. Bertha is down 5.6. Toshi's down 1.6. ZBCN is up 1.6. We might do a ZBCN live tonight. It's in between that and Casper. But Casper really didn't do what I thought it would do with the whole crescendo update. I thought it would at least pretend to pump. So I don't know what's going on. Casper's down 4.8. Peanuts down 5.4. GigaChat's down 6.2. AIZBT is down 8.2. ALI is down 5%. Nero's down 3.6. Solana's down 1.5. AI16Z is down 8.8. Pluck A's down 7.2. ICP is down 1.2. Radian's down 10. Spell's down 4.6. Litecoin is down 3.7. Aerodrone is down 3.6. Hint's down 2.7. Hawk's down 4.3. Jupiter's down 4%. Osmosis is down 2.2. XPX 6900 is down 5.6. Prime is down 4.6. So what's Baby Dodge? So Baby Dodge is, I don't even know, down 0.5%. That's weird. So moving on for holders, currently Turbo has 54,354 holders. Let's go for the Turbo Toe turn up, the Turbo Toe community, and the turbo turn up time. So we're up 1.9, 1.109. Is that 10% on the day? I don't know. We'll check here. So this is the holder scan, which I really appreciate somebody providing me because it's giving me the data I've been looking for. So Turbo is currently 54,354. I was looking for. Oh man, why is this not? I must have changed this. Oh, oh, they made it premium. Oh, you sorry sons of bees. This is what look. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was a breakdown on here. So they make the breakdown print. Okay, here we go. I'm about to say, I was just looking at this. What the freak? They added some to it. Okay. I don't remember this being here yesterday. So last 4 hours, we picked up 12 holders. Last 12 hours, 57 holders. Uh last day. Can you guys see this? You guys might not be able to see that. Let me see. Take some of this off of here. Hang it. Last day we're up 95 holders. 3 days we added 203 holders. Last 7 days, 347. They did update this. Last 14 days, they've added 1,046 holders. Last 30 days, we added 1,187. In the last 90 days, you need a premium account. And I might sign up for a premium account. If you guys can go ahead and donate to the Black Tiger Miner or BTM Crypto News Network. This is what I asked for the super chats for, guys. We need to buy more tools, more software. We need to track everything that's trackable. We need to be everywhere, right? So we had a spike on the third, 141 people, 141 holders. On the fourth, we lost 69 holders. Since then, it has been pretty green. Been adding holders, looks like. But shout out to Holder Scan. Even though you did hit us with the premium, it's cool. But yeah, definitely donate to the BTM Crypto News Network so we can keep our tools current and be able to track more for Turbo. So we're at 005, up 2.1% on the day. Trading volume is 328.5, up 87.4% on the day. Is that right? Let me see. Hold up. Swole up. Hold up. Hold up. Swole up. So up 330.8 mil won, 92% up in the trading volume. That's weird. Currently 370, 357, 358.1 million market cap. 24-hour trading volume is 358.3. And is that normal? Your trading volume is the same amount your market cap is? It doesn't seem right. Something seems wrong about that. I don't know. I need some of my geniuses in the chat to chime in here. Is your trading volume supposed to be the same as your market cap? It seems like your market cap should be higher. If your trading volume is as high as your market cap, does that mean everything that people hold is being traded? Something's not right there, right? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So on to Trader View. So on the Trader View, 5 minutes, we are a couple green candles on the 5 minute chart. You see the volume is down. How does this keep changing every day? This is so weird to me. I don't understand what is going on with this. So Mac, is this Mac? This is MACD. So the MACD, the volume is down on the 5 minute. Check the 15 minute chart. What is this? Oh, okay. We're independent charts here. So you can see here 15-minute chart, the trading volume is down. And the trading volume is showing oversold. So that means that it is going to start curving up at some point. And since it is oversold, we suspect a breakout is coming. All right, so this is check the 45-minute chart. 45-minute chart's also showing the volume is down and the MACD is not let me see, where's the MACD is not cross. So that means we need the volume to start pushing back up to get the price to go up, right? 1 hour chart showing the same thing. MACD's flat. We're losing volume on the 1 hour. And we'll check the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we are picking up volume. The MACD is up. So let me swap the indicators. For some reason, I swear I had 2 indicators. All of a sudden, I got to do them one at a time. I don't know. We're going to keep it pushing. So this is RSI. RSI on the 4 hour chart looks like it's starting to come up slightly. On the 1 hour chart, it looks like it is down. I guess pulling back into that oversold territory. On the 45-minute chart, it looks like it's down. We got a green candle. On the 15-minute chart, looks like it's coming down as well. RSI base moving average is 48.9. Regular RSI is 46.7. Got a couple of red candles on the 15. And on the 5-minute chart, looks like a couple of red candles, a couple of green candles. RSI is still 47.9. We need it up here somewhere. And the RSI based moving average is 48.3. But what I was saying earlier is this is 7-1. Let me see if we can draw a line here. So what is that? 7-1 something? I think this is probably right here. Let me see if we can get the line straight for once. Where's the what the? Okay, that's close. Wait. Okay, that's close enough. Let me go to I think it's the month chart. Okay, that's weird. Where'd the line go? It should be here somewhere, the 001. We'll move this guy down, right? Just for argument's sake, where are we? 007, 6, 8. Was that 7? It's 8. Down a little bit more. That's close enough. So let's take this line all the way out. Zoom out some more. Okay, let's look at the day chart. Is too detailed. So if you can see here, and I'm going to do that. Let me see. So if you see here, right, the last time I get this line straight, why is the line not straight? Okay, that's straight. Move it up a little bit to the 007. And if you can see here, we hit I guess this is the 0077, right? We hit it and came down, right? Each time we came up, we hit the 007. Where is this? 006, 007, it came down. This is the 006. This is the 006. This is the 007. So if we ever crossed the 007, that was our biggest resistance, right? So if we can break the 007 like we did here, in October, we came all the way up. Here we came back down to the 007 and broke up again. Here we came down to the 0067 and broke up to an all-time high, right? So here we're at the 007. So the 007 is the main resistance point, right? And now we are at 006. Wait, 006. So if we can push up to the 007, we're going to break out again, guys. We are close again to the breakout. If you follow the chart, you see the RSI is up crazy. You see here the RSI is pretty close to being up crazy. So it's only a matter of time before we break the 006. I think somebody mentioned that yesterday. The resistance, the support at the, what is this? 006. If we break this 06 and don't come back down to support at 005, right? If we can stay between these two, we're at the 0055. If we don't go down to, if we don't go under 005, right? We push back up to 006. If we break the 007, guys, we are off to the freaking races, right? We are on and popping. You can see clearly, right? Once we break this, I need to make this red. Make that line red. Okay, so this is the main resistance point. If we can break here, right, like we did in October, we pushed all the way up, right, to the 1 cent, right? This when we first hit that 1 cent mark. We bounced, we hit the 007 and came down. And from that pullback down to the 005 or 006, we exploded all the way up to a what is this 1 point or 0.1, so 1 cent mark. When we came back down, there was some pullback. We hit the 007, came up a little bit, came back down, fell under the 007, almost hit this 006 support, and then we pushed back up to an all-time high of 1.4 cents. So the 007 is a serious resistance point for us. So generally, we hit it here, we came down. We hit it here, came down, hit it here, and exploded. Came up, then came back down, had some pullback. People took some profits, probably came back up, tried to hit it again. The 0.1 cents came back down, went under the support, and then hit a new all-time high. From there was a sell-off. I guess people cashing out, which is cool. And there was a pushback up to the 0.001. Then we came all the way down, broke the support at 0.007, broke support at 0.006, came down to 0.004, which we stayed at for a while. And then, what is this? April, we started to push past the 0.004. Then we came up. I think we hit the 0.006. Let me zoom in here. Did we hit the 0.006? Yeah, we hit the 0.006 at the end of April, came back down. And now we're testing the 0.006 resistance, which is real close to that 0.007. So if we break the 0.006 and push into the 0.007, if we can push past that 0.007, look at the history, right? When in doubt, zoom out. So if we hit that 0.007 and go over, back looking for new all-time highs, guys. So let me know what you guys think. If this is correct analysis, if we are live, and if we are so close to the new all-time high, right? Turbo is bouncing around between this resistance at the 0.004, the 0.005, and first leg would be the 0.006. in the 007. If we push past that 007, which we are extremely close to, push back to the 005, bounce off the 005 and shoot through the 007, we are going to be on a serious run. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think we're going to break the 007 this week and be off to the races? Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think we can break the 006? You think we can break the 006 and push up to the 007 and take all the way off? Let me know what you guys are thinking on that one. But thanks for joining. Thanks for live sharing and subscribing. And this is Turbo right here. We fell down below Brett, which is weird. But we're still above Popcat and Mob Coin, AIZ16, Snake, and Baby Dodge. We are here at 13. I don't know. I can't remember if Brett was above us yesterday or not. So Brett's at 474 mil won. SPS 16 is 475 mil won. Dog with a hat is 536 million. Pudgy Penguin is 698 million. I don't know what form he is, but it is 715 million. Floki 720. Bonk is 1.2 billion. Pepe is 3.2. And a lot of people think we're going to flip Pepe. So that means we're going to be at least 3.2 billion. So again, if we can break this 007 resistance, we might push on up back into the 1 cent, 3 cent, possibly 1 cent, 2 cent, maybe 3 cent. So let me know what you guys think about that. If we can push past the 007, how high do you think we're going to go? So I think we're going to watch, I guess I saw a couple of videos. I think that's all we got in the analysis corner as of right now. So let me know what you guys think. And let's go to Ro. See what Ro had to
That
say.
Turbo has is insane, guys. I don't think there's any project right now in the crypto markets during this time that is pumping and holding the way that Turbo is. Guys, we rallied to that 206 mark yesterday. Yes, we did get rejected off of that resistance zone, but the fact that we're holding, making higher highs, higher lows, and just trading and trending upwards is a crazy sign of strength. You guys tell me what other meme coin is doing that. Absolutely none. Listen, guys, if you are Turbo holders, welcome back to probably the most bullish Turbo channel on YouTube. I've been covering Turbo every single day for the past, it's been over a year now. I've made over 370, 380 videos on Turbo. This is the place for your Turbo content. If you're new, my name is Ro. I cover crypto every single day. I upload 2 to 3 videos every day. So if you appreciate this type of content, you appreciate content where someone's always uploading some type of video, make sure you subscribe, like today's video, guys, and hit the bell notification because it does really help out a lot. I really want to get to 15,000 subscribers, guys. We're like 500 subs away, or maybe a little bit more than that. But hey, if you haven't already, please take a second to do so. Without further ado, let's hop into today's video. Now, first things first, we all know Turbo is the name of the game, right? It's the best project.
So go ahead and subscribe and support my main man, Ro, one of the hardest working guys in crypto, and especially the Turbo token. So support my guy here, Ro, in the Turbo community. So let's see what what he's talking about here.
Meme coin, and I am going to live by that because it is one of my biggest holdings. A lot of people have been joining our private Discord, our private community recently, asking about, hey, what do you think about Turbo? Do you think it's going to do well? Is it still a good time to get in? And honestly, people always ask this question: do you still think it's a good time to get in when everything is pumping? I mean, guys, trust me, I've been in the market since 2017. One thing I learned in 2020 is people are only buying when there's buyer's confirmation. You don't want to be those people, okay? Do not be the people who only buy when there's green candles. We're having a little bit of a pullback today, right? Nothing crazy. Like I'll show you guys on the charts here, but now is probably a good time to load up, right? You can see here we rallied up to 206 and now we dipped to 2052. Those are the times, guys. The dips are the times that you want to be accumulating. But in all fairness, in all honesty, okay, you guys had massive buying opportunities for 2 months, okay, from February all the way until April, all the way until really and truly, guys, the beginning of March. You guys, or the beginning of May, you guys had some insane opportunities to be accumulating. And if you go back, take a look at my videos. I did call the absolute bottom of Ethereum. I think I was off by maybe 5 or 6%, but I told you guys I think that Ethereum has bottomed out, and because of that, I think that meme coins have bottomed out, and it worked like a charm. Obviously, I'm not going to say I sniped it exactly. I was off by like 5 or 6%. You guys can go check the videos, check the backlog. All my videos are on YouTube anyways. But Turbo is one that I've always been saying, guys, now is a time to dollar cost average. Okay. The only way that you are going to make money in this crypto space is when you're buying when nobody else wants to. Guys, listen, if everyone held hands and bought together singing Kumbaya, you guys know no one's gonna make money. It's the same concept in real life. If everyone is doing the same thing, if everyone is going the conventional route, getting that 9 to 5 job, going to college, going to university, doing the same thing, there's going to be a very few people who are going to make it. But it's the people who decide to go unconventional route, right? That do things that people might not agree with, that they might not get confirmation from other people, they might not get that satisfaction of being reaffirmed in their decisions. Those are the people that might go on to actually do something. There's a higher chance that they would do something as opposed to just following the conventional route. And I'm telling you guys, that kind of mindset translates into crypto as well. Because if you're looking for buyer's confirmation, if you're looking for reassurance when you're buying, you're probably buying, guys, when there's pumps. You're probably buying when a crypto has made new all-time highs. I'm not saying that Turbo isn't going to go to new all-time highs. It most definitely is. But at those new all-time highs, or when it gets to that point where we have to sell, if you have that mindset that, oh, everyone is going to be agreeing to sell, no one's going to want to sell when you really should be selling. Nobody's going to want to take profits, because then they're going to be saying, let's say Turbo hit 5 cents. Now, instead of you taking profits, you're going to hear people saying Turbo to 70 cents, Turbo to 80 cents. And now you're getting greedy, okay? And that is how people get wrecked in the space. It's literally just following everyone else's narrative. So, guys, have your own game plan, have your own strategy, and then follow through with it. If you guys want my help, if you guys want to know when I buy and when I sell projects, make sure you check out the Meme Coin Master. I actually have a call that's dropping in there today. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. You get access to my buy sell alerts, as well as exclusive content, and you get to be a part of a community of funny that you guys saw that I just got exposed. Obviously, guys, one of the best tokenomics in the game. The dev is literally docs, doesn't get better than that. Now, this is what I was saying, guys. It genuinely, you can see the indecision candle here tried to break below that 205. This support area is holding up really well right now, which I am a big fan of. You can see here we tried to break through that 2063 mark. We were not able to. Came back down, and this kind of where we're teeter-tottering around. I do want to see this close above this support area. That's a good sign. We don't need an explosive candle towards the upside, guys. I'm not expecting that, but hey, knowing Turbo, it could literally pull that off. But just to close above this support area, like anywhere in that 2057 to 2058 range would be ideal, because that just shows signs of strength. It shows signs that this support area that we have bounced off is in fact a really good support area. There's a lot of volume there. There's a lot of buy orders coming in there, and it speaks for itself, right? You can see how much volume we're pulling, like literally almost the same amount as the market cap. Shout out to everyone who's buying, who's accumulating Turbo. You guys are the real deal. Make sure you follow them over on X, guys, so you stay up to date with the up-to-date information. Stay up to date with the latest information, because it's one thing to get it from me. It's one thing to get it from the team themselves. Did you guys see Turbo at the Met Gala? The ChatGPT AI meme quiz stunned the crowd at Met Gala 25 by being the crypto for 2025. You haven't heard of Turbo?
Dang, how did I miss Turbo at the Met? How did I miss that? I don't know. I missed them. Come on. Shout out for Turbo going to the Met. If you like it, I love
yet because it's 100% community run, zero paid shields, all organic growth. Check the stats. Turbo is number one. It is the most mentioned ticker in the last hour. Turbo is exhibiting a short-term consolidation phase with support around the 2052 and resistance at 206. Literally, the RSI indicates a slight bearish momentum, hinting at potential oversold conditions if the trend continues. MACD is showing bearish divergence, suggesting caution for potential downward movement. Now, great technical analysis, guys. Again, you know me, I'm very simple when it comes to my TA. All I literally use support and resistance, or you could call it supply and support and resistance or supply and demand. Literally all I use when it comes to my technical analysis. I am familiar with all the MACDs, the RSIs. You know, you got all these different genuinely forgot all the names. I used to trade and do technicals back in 2019 when I used to trade Forex. But I'm not a technical analysis guy. Turbo just surged 15% and hit the top 3 gainers in the last 24 hours. The momentum is real. Let's take it higher. Send it to the moon. That's absolutely crazy. I mean, this token is pumping regardless of what Ethereum, regardless of what Bitcoin is doing. You guys can see here, ETH isn't really, ETH actually dipped below 1800, which is that's a little concerning. We do need it to hold above 1800 and potentially make moves towards 2K and above. But with that being said, fellas, Turbo is a brilliant play. But obviously, remember, I can't give you financial advice. So please do your own research, your own due diligence. And remember, I'm only here to entertain and educate you guys. And if that's happened, then hey, that's my job done. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
So shout out to Ro, one of the hardest working guys in Turbo. So now moving on to crypto now or never. Let's see what he's talking about for the Turbo turn up.
Welcome back to another Turbo update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream. That's all I need.
All right, so if we start out by taking a look at Turbo, you can see that it's currently sitting at a $370 million market cap, and it's actually been doing very well over the last couple of weeks. And I do want to point out Turbo's volume right now. If you look at CoinMarketCap, Turbo's volume is 272. In the initial Turbo breakout, we did see an even bigger explosion than this. It was around 600 or 700 million. But even 272 million is absolutely insane. That is 72% of the market cap, and that is so much better than most other projects. This is the exact kind of thing that I love to see when I'm looking for a meme coin. Volume shows you interest in a project. And you can see that Binance has most of the volume right now at 19.5%. That right there is a huge market share. Just in the last 24 hours, they've had 53.2 million in volume. And then you can see OKX is over 10%. But regardless, again, Turbo has fantastic volume right now. When I'm looking at the Turbo chart, though, I would argue that right now we are forming an ascending triangle. And to be clear, ascending triangles do usually break to the upside. However, the issue is that Bitcoin is having a pullback. Now, I've been saying for the last week that it would make perfect sense if Bitcoin does get the pullback. We badly need it. So I do actually like that this is happening. However, it might not be good for the ascending triangle on Turbo. But the reason that Bitcoin desperately needed to pull back is because for about the last 3 weeks, we were extremely overbought on the stochastics. It is very difficult to get an explosive move when you were that overbought. So what I've been saying is I wouldn't be shocked at all if Bitcoin starts to form a flag and then we end up getting a bounce off of either the 21-day or the 200-day. If that can happen, then that would be a support and resistance flip, which would be extremely bullish from a macro standpoint. I like to show you guys what I'm talking about with the previous breakout. So you can see that price action initially got rejected off of the 200-day 5 or 6 different times. Rejection, 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 5 different times. Finally, we had the break above the 200-day, and then price action came down and bounced off of the 21-day, and then we were basically gone from there. This time we had many different candles that retested the 200-day, but all of them got rejected. And then finally, this time we had gotten back above it. And then similar to last time, you can see that the 21-day has broken above the 200-day, which is a golden cross. So now price action could be in a perfect place to either get a bounce off of the 21-day or the 200-day. And if we see a bullish retest, then that could be extremely bullish and we could see another leg up. So do understand that we still actually look very good right now from a macro standpoint. I don't think now is the time to panic. But the other thing that you have to understand is that the next FOMC meeting is this week. That could cause a lot of volatility. So make sure you are prepared for that. In addition, I'm not going to actually go over Ethereum from a technical analysis standpoint, but do understand that the Ethereum Pectra upgrade comes out tomorrow. And obviously, Ethereum's performance is going to heavily impact Turbo because
We got a lot of things happening tomorrow. I forgot all about the Ethereum upgrade. So the Ethereum upgrade, the Casper upgrade, the FOMC meeting this week, Turbo is about to freaking explode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bro, if we're already here pulling up against the 006 and the 007, RSI is up. Tomorrow is either going to be, like, is the FOMC meeting tomorrow or is it Thursday? I need to look that up real quick. But yeah, Turbo is right here. If we push through the 006 and push through the 007, if there is a pump tomorrow with Ethereum, bro, we are all the way live. Let me know what you guys think about that. Somebody, anybody, everybody, somebody in the comments, tell me when the FOMC meeting is. 1. 2, anybody know anything about the Ethereum upgrade? 2, and 3, if there is any kind of Turbo announcement. If Turbo says we're making the font bigger on the web page tomorrow, bro, we are to the freaking moon, right? I hope you got your bags packed. I hope you've been loading up and DCAing in when I told you guys to, buying crypto when it was down, when people were saying Turbo's over, Turbo's failed, Turbo's not going to do, when all that muck was going on and people were like, Turbo's not going to do anything, Turbo's as good as it's going to get, Turbos have already had its, what is that, already hit its all-time high, Turbo is done. And Turbo hadn't even hit the bull run yet, guys. I don't know why people spend so much time worrying about Turbo, right? Worry about other things beside Turbo. Why are you so concerned about what Turbo's doing? Worry about whatever meme coin garbage you got and how you're losing your money and why you're mad at crypto because you invested in a bad product, right? You invested in a project that wasn't going anywhere. I told you guys, I warned you, don't invest in garbage. Do some research and understand what you're investing in, right? You were saying Gigatad's going to do it. I told you Gigatad's not going to do it. People were saying Fartcoin is going to do it. I was like, I don't even like the name Fartcoin, guys. It's only a matter of time before people give up on the Fartcoin. What else was it? It was Gigatad. Nero was going to be the next super coin. And then Shib, Floke, and Pepe. I'm telling you, once we pop, we are coming for Pepe's spot, guys. We are going to push, and we're probably going to flip Pepe. I don't know when, but it ain't a whole lot going for Pepe either. It's only a matter of time.
Is an ERC20. So there's always a chance that it could be a buy the rumor, sell the news situation. However, Ethereum has been bleeding for a very long time. But this upgrade should help Ethereum in the long term regardless. It's the biggest upgrade that Ethereum's had in a long time. Now, if we take a look at the Turbo X account, they're up to 111,000 followers. But what's interesting is that there still hasn't been any crazy news. They're still continuing to post on here every single day, but it's not like they've had any major listings recently. So the fact that the volume has spiked to these levels is incredible. But I like some of their posts they're doing. They're very simple, but they're keeping their community engaged. May 5th, Turbo is ready, starting with the sunrise, full focus, no limits. 6 hours ago, roller vibes only. Turbo Toad's got the moves, no breaks, all fun. And I know posts like this don't provide information, but they are still very important. There are a lot of projects out there that don't post every day, and I personally believe that they should. Once your community starts to lose conviction, it's over for that project. And that is obviously not the case for Turbo. I believe Turbo has one of the strongest communities out there. But again, there's not a whole lot of information to go over with Turbo specifically right now. I do recommend watching this ascending triangle, but the ascending triangle is probably going to be impacted by Bitcoin. So we also need to see if Bitcoin continues filling out this flag. All of that being said, though, if you guys are interested in joining a like-minded community and getting in a project super early like Turbo, then I also recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been making huge gains in here this entire bull run. As a lot of you guys know, my Discord's around 1 year old, and we've already called 6 different 200x projects as a community. And our most recent huge gainer was Sato. We hit over a 50x on Sato. It was called in here extremely early by my boy Tennis, and I even posted it at a 77k market cap. And as we stand right now, Sato is over 4.7 million. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how do you guys think Turbo will go this bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
So is Turbo on its way to making new all-time highs? Because this coin just continues to rally slowly, but
hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right. It is the 6th day of May today. We're sitting at about $0.00568 right now. Had a little bit of a fake out pump up there to the upside. I am wondering when is let's just look it up on YouTube. Let's see if there's any FOMC meetings going on right now, because I expect some volatility to happen. I expect some crazy price action to go on. Oh, President Trump meets with the new Prime Minister of Canada. That'll be interesting. Let's see, what else are we talking about here? We're looking for FOMC meeting, right? FOMC meeting live. Do we have any results, any hits? 2 days ago, nothing. Yeah, nothing at all. So not yet, not yet. I would expect when the FOMC meeting happens, we'll probably see some volatility to the downside. I do expect we'll move down right now. This is looking kind of like a BART top, in my opinion. Shout out to Bartman Crypto. Is this a BART? I think it is, from a high to, or a low to a high. And maybe I should take this high, not the fake out high. We'll take this high, not the fake out high. When it comes to moving down, Turbo, I would expect that you still hold above 00420, that 420 number right there. I still think that you hold up above that, but I think you go down, right? I'm expecting Bitcoin to drop about 5.5 to 7% from here. If Bitcoin drops that much, Turbo, I could see you dropping as much as like 15% or more. I don't see you dropping 26. If Bitcoin drops 7%, I don't see you dropping 26% or more. I don't see you dropping over 3 times that rate. So I think you are going to hold above the 236, which by the way is very bullish. I want to be very clear as to what's happening here with Turbo. You had from a low on the 7th of April to the high here, this high, you had a 338% move in the matter of weeks, right? It was very phenomenal growth. And to take it a step further, you've consolidated high and tight right above the 236 here for weeks now. It's crazy bullish. This is a crazy bullish environment to be in. And hold on. And if we do hold above this 236, and I think we will, it's going to cause a rather robust breakout and movement after this, right? I wouldn't be surprised in the least if you saw something that was of a similar magnitude, if not even greater, going forward here, right? I mean, talking about from this low, would that be new all-time highs? That would be new all-time highs. Like, you very well could be on your way to new all-time highs, maybe not by the end of May, but very early June. I think that you will be, and obviously beyond that. So you're in a very, very bullish circumstance right now. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I still think you're at a great price to buy. I think it is a great price to buy because from your relative high here on a macro scale to the price you're at now, you're down 60% still. It's not 60% off. It's still a pretty good time to buy. Yes, you're up 300% from your low, but you're down 60% from your high. I think that you're fine. Lower lows in the daily RSI, bouncing off the 60, higher lows in the price. Everything about this is bullish. But I think if you wait, like by the end of today, maybe even tomorrow, you'll have a better opportunity to buy that isn't up 5% on the day, if that makes sense. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, though. This thing is a ticking time bomb, and it's going to rip any day now, any moment now. That was a pretty bearish 4-hour close that we had last candle. We got 6 minutes left, 50 seconds left in this candle. It's looking like we're having a very bullish answer to that. I do still expect that we go a little bit lower than this low, though. Where would I expect us to go to? Let's see, from a low to a high here. Yeah, maybe down to 005. We're at 00569 right now, so just a little bit lower. That's all I'm expecting. Doesn't have to happen, but that is the expectation. Let's see. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, a little bit lower. I feel confident in that. A little bit lower. So inevitably, you will go high.
Yeah, so I believe he's saying the same thing we've been saying. Turbo is on the verge of exploding. The breakout is close. I'm telling you guys. I know you guys are listening, but nobody else is listening. I'm telling you guys. All we got to do is break what is this? Where were we? All we got to do is break the 006 and the 007, and it is on, right? We are to the moon. You can clearly see this is the key resistance point. And we came all the way down to 001. Now we're back at 005. Is that 006? 006. We just got to get over the 004. I don't know how much market cap that is, but we are close. Thank you, Ken. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get the word out here. You guys can help me get the word out. What up, Doc McLovins? What's going on, brother? Thanks for everyone that supports the channel and everyone that is live, because we're doing it all live. But everyone that is here and keeping us pumping, guys, we are very close to that breakout. And when we do break out, I'm not going to be the I told you so guy, but I'm just going to throw not even going to do a video. I'm just going to throw a video with dead air on YouTube that just says, I told you so, right? It's just going to be a meme back and forth saying, I told you so. I'm not even going to talk. This is Cesar gets crypto. Let's finish this video.
Inevitably, Turbo, you will go higher. From a high here to a low, the expectation, the anticipation would be that we see prices all the way up, man, all the way up at least at 2.7 cents, if not as much as like 6.2 cents, and even beyond that. You really could see something even beyond that by the end of June or early July. 11 cents, 15 cents, those are not targets that are off the table, but I wouldn't hold my breath over them. I really would look for that 6.2 to probably 4 cent area first. And if
So this guy just say 6 cents. To heck with my little analysis. He says we're going to hit 6 cents by the end of, say, the end of July. I need to put the closed captions up here. 6 cents by the end of July. So guys, we are there, right? We are right here. Remember this moment. Take a screenshot, write it down. Tell your mom's, sister's, boyfriend's barber, get the freaking turbo shirts ready, my man. We are almost. Turbo will gain 2 cents at least. You think so, Mike? That's possible, but yeah, tell your mom's, sister's, boyfriend's barber, let's get cracking, bro. We are almost there at the layer cake, guys. What we've been waiting on for almost a year and a half now. It is coming is it fruition? I don't know, but it's close because we're doing it all live, trying to help you rebuild the crypto community. I know people don't like it, but I don't care, right? I'm not here for impressing people. I'm just trying to give you the numbers so you can make generational wealth. If you like it, I love it. If you don't like it, doesn't matter because I'm still going to keep making the videos. But let's get back to this video.
and when you break above 6.2 cents, then you basically, you can start looking at 12 cents to 66 cents, anything and everything in that area. Once you break above 66 cents, you can start looking at higher targets above $1, maybe even multiple dollars, but we'll get to that in no time. We'll get to that by the end of the year. But over the coming weeks, over the coming months, by the end of June, if not early July, this is the area that I think you'll be at, right? That's kind of the expectation at the moment. Certainly if you're up here by the end of May, then maybe in fact you will go to these targets or even higher, but time will tell. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, and just have patience. Turbo is sleeping or gearing up, coiling up, whatever you want to call it, and it's getting ready to rip, and just any day now. So load up, get your buy orders ready, and just sit on your hands. It's going to do a lot of the work for you. Okay, take care. Bye.
So is Turbo on its way?
So shout out to that last guy. These guys want us to
What's going on?
Shout out to Caesar gets crypto. These guys want us to play this video bad. Every time the video stops, it goes to Money and I. Is it Money and I or Money and Me? Yeah, Money and I. Shout out to Money and I. He's also been doing a lot of crypto content, especially Turbo. And I think he sees what everybody else is seeing, which we all see. Turbo is on the verge of the breakout, right? I hope it's not a fake out, but I think it's on the verge of the breakout. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're going to push past the 006 and on to the 007? Either way it go, Turbo has done amazing so far, and it's going to keep pumping. See what Money and Me has to say.
Still going up, even though the overall market is currently pulling back a little bit. Turbo continues to do pretty good things, which I'm going to pull up the charts and show you guys some pretty cool stuff in just a second. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. At the end of the day, I can always be wrong, so make sure you guys do your own research. Now, before I get into the video, if anyone's looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link is going to be in my description down below. But getting into the video here, let's start off by taking a look at some of these meme coins and see how they are performing today. So in the last 24 hours, you see Dogecoin down just under 2%. You see Trump, the official Trump coin, down about 5%. Some coins, it's kind of a mixture, but I think most of these meme coins are actually down on the day, 5%, 4%, 6%. So nothing like massive, nothing like crazy, but still, it's for the most part, it's a red day for altcoins, for meme coins, right? But Turbo on the day is actually up because as you can see here, which I'm actually going to blow it up in just a second, but Turbo is up almost 6% in the last 24 hours. Just in the last hour alone, it's up 6%. And in the last 7 days, it's up over 20%. So Turbo is still doing its thing. Now, there's no real news on Turbo. There's no real reason why it's moving. It's just moving. Okay, you do see some articles here. This was posted 3 hours ago. Major meme coins, Dogecoin, Shiba, Turbo is up 250% in the month. Turbo Crypto soars 15%. People are talking about this, which is definitely great. And what's very interesting about Turbo right now is the fact that Turbo did have its Turbo Day not that long ago. When this was probably like a week ago or just over a week ago or something like that, when Turbo had the Turbo Day. And I was watching the charts very closely because I was like, okay, what's going to happen? Because leading up to Turbo Day, which is 2 years since Turbo was launched, leading up to it, Turbo was pumping. And I was like, is it rallying only because of Turbo Day, and after Turbo Day, it's just going to crash all the way back down, all the way down to like 100 million market cap where it's coming from. I was watching it, and that did not happen, which actually tells me that people are interested in Turbo, and it wasn't just a buy the rumor, sell the news sort of scenario for Turbo Day, which is very, very good to see here. That actually shows you that there is a lot of strength in this meme coin. Okay, now if we come over to their X account, we can see that there's not really much happening. Like they're still posting consistently, but there's no like new updated news or anything like that. So Turbo is actually going up based off of the fact that it's a very popular meme coin and it's in the right narrative, the AI space. Once the market started recovering a couple weeks ago, what I noticed is a lot of these AI coins was making some pretty significant moves towards the upside. And Turbo being an AI related meme coin, that's why Turbo has been performing, fantastic. Now, yes, it did crash hard, like during the downtime in the market. It was breaking all sorts of support levels, but not only Turbo, like lots of meme coins, lots of other coins, altcoins, like lots of coins in the market was crashing hard during, the whole Trump tariff scare and all that type of stuff, right? So unfortunately, Turbo did break tons of support levels, but the harder they fall, the harder they recover if it's the right coin that you're invested in. Now, if we come over back to coin market cap here, we can see that Turbo is currently sitting at $398 million market cap. The volume on the day is up over 38%. And if you actually go out a little bit, we can see that May 6th, which is today, at its peak today, Turbo was at 0063. Right, so in terms of market cap, today it reached a high of $434 million market cap today. Right now, it pulled back a little bit, but Turbo is actually making higher highs and higher lows, which is definitely great to see. Right now, if we take a look here at the charts to see what I'm talking about, well, first off, I have this indicator pulled up called Triticis. You can find it down below if you're interested. Let you know when's a good time to buy and sell crypto and when there's a bullish and bearish momentum happening. Turbo has been in this bullish momentum ever since April 21st. It remains in here, hasn't left yet. We haven't seen another buy signal fired, but what you notice is Turbo is actually still in its first leg up, right? So right here, this is the first leg, and you can see it's making just stair steps on the way up, right? So that is what we love to see. Okay, so Turbo is continuing to go up. And this could just be the very beginning of a massive rally to come for this coin right here. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, right? I think it is pretty obvious at this point in time that Turbo has completely proven itself because Turbo had all the exchanges. So I was thinking, what is left for this coin? I was like, the only thing that can drive this coin back to new all-time highs and beyond is a community. And that is what we're seeing happening right now. After a meme coin has all the exchanges and there's nothing left to go, left for it to get, no more catalysts and all that types of stuff, the only thing that can bring it to new all-time highs is a community. And clearly, the community is extremely solid for Turbo here, and this is why the coin has been performing the way that it has been performing. And if we come back over here to the charts and we zoom out just a little bit and go all the way back, we can see that Turbo is nowhere near its all-time highs yet, right? Because end of, well, the beginning, mid-December, Turbo was sitting over a penny, so 0.014, and right now it's at 0.005. Now, actually, if we come to coin market cap and go all the way out, that actually this is off because Turbo actually reached a market cap of like 900 million. So the market cap over here is a little bit off, but yeah, this is just the beginning for Turbo. If you are looking to get into Turbo, I'd look for some sort of a pullback. Don't FOMO into any coins. That's how you get wrecked. We've seen it time and time again in the market. Always look for a deal unless you've got your own strategy. Maybe you're DCing no matter what the price is every month or every week or every 2 weeks, whatever it is. As long as you've got a strategy happening, then you'll be fine in Turbo. You'll be fine in a lot of these coins in the market. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of these coins. If you're in the right coin, the right narrative, and you don't just kid yourself and think that you're just going to throw money into some random meme coin or altcoin and you're going to make millions. Like, you have to be in the right coin with the right community, because community is everything, especially when it comes to meme coins. That's the only way that you're going to make life-changing returns.
Look, you need to have Money and I on the show, talking the same language I'm talking. It's all about the community, and you got to do your own research, right? You got to know who to invest in, why to invest in, and what the community's doing. There's a lot of good coins with bad communities, and there's a lot of good communities with bad coins. So Turbo is one of the few that's a good community with a good coin and a good project. I told you guys, Turbo cannot be stopped unless we stop it. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely like the video, guys. I think I'd be missing out because nobody's liking the freaking video. If you don't like the video, tell me what's wrong and we can fix it. If not, like the video, right? It doesn't even cost you anything to like the video. Just go down and click. Sorry, just go down and click the like button, guys. Do it for your main man, BTM, right? Go ahead and like it and let me know what you guys think. So go ahead and comment as well. So let me know what you guys thinking or have to say. Right? We're here for the community. I want to know what you guys think. Or you already know what I think. I want to know what you guys think and what you are looking at and what is going on with the Turbo Toad token and the Turbo Toad turnup. But go ahead and like the video, guys, and let me know what we can change or update or add to the videos as a whole. But either way, let me know in the comments. Let's finish this video.
If you're in the right coin with the right community and the community is just not willing to sell for cheap. And the way that Turbo bounced off of exactly $100 million market cap was absolutely epic. It might have gone slightly a little bit below, but I've talked about that in the past, right? So congrats if anyone got Turbo down at the very bottom at $100 million market cap, and right now it's sitting at 400 million. So that's a nice 4x on your investment. Things are looking good for Turbo, and I expect this rally to continue. Of course, it all depends on what the overall market is doing, because if we see another tariffs war or something else, then Turbo is going to come down. Same with all the other coins, right? But it is what it is. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.
So shout out to Money and Me.
That I have down below. And until next time, take
Hey,
care.
what was that? Oh, so okay. So shout out to Money and Me. As we're keeping it moving, this is Money and Me again. I thought there was another video here. Did we watch this already?
Boom, support, boom, support.
See what else is going on in the Turbo Toad community. For the Turbo Toad warriors and the Turbo Turn Up. How high can Turbo go? This guy, Grunard. See what he's talking about.
Kind of shift happening here. The price is up again. What's causing all of this? Let's have a look at some data most people are not considering. Now, here's the current rally. We are up 223% in the last month. For comparison, Bitcoin only went up 13% during the same time period. Performance like this, of course, does not happen without any risk. We've seen our fair share of ups and downs in the Turbo price in the last year. Now, this is not the first video on Turbo on this channel. There are already 8 videos. And while the first one, published roughly 1 year ago, outperformed the average video by quite a bit, so there was a lot of attention on the token, the recent video just performed like average. So there seems to be some kind of shift happening here. The price is up again, yet the attention of the average retail investor isn't up to the same degree. Let's have a look at our on-chain metrics. So first of all, we've got more than 50,000 holders on-chain, on the Ethereum chain to be more specific. And this seems to still be slightly growing. But let's have a look at this in a bit more detail. What we see on the left is the number of retail investors. In the middle, we see the number of medium-sized investors. On the right, we see the number of whales. And the way you make this distinction is by looking at minimum holding thresholds. So to be counted for the chart on the left, a wallet has to hold at least 175,000 Turbo tokens. At the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. The minimum holding threshold in the middle is a 10x from that, so that's now $10,000 worth of the token. And on the right, it's another 10x, so $100,000 worth of the token. We can clearly see how there's a difference, how those wallet cohorts accumulate. The whales didn't really buy in May of 2024, while the retail investor did. Here's that rally in May. So clearly, retail caused the initial run. Now we're going back up again, and we don't see a change in the number of retail investors at all. Let's just have a look at the last month. So again, the number of retail investors did not change. Medium-sized retail also didn't change. The number of whales slightly went up, but also not significant enough to justify this rally. So really, what's going on here? I think the answer to the puzzle is leverage. It's bets on the price. It's a perpetual futures, or some people might call it market manipulation. There are very large holders of the Turbo token that can impact the price quite a lot. At the same time, we also have levered bets on the price. So let's say you're a centralized exchange, you offer bets on the price, but at the same time, you also have an impact on the price. That's like being a sports betting house that has bought the referee. Sounds like a pretty good business model, doesn't it? Now, here is why I say all of this. Have a look at the largest trending tokens on Ethereum. Turbo is only at place 60 when we look at the liquidity on chain. So the largest liquidity pool on chain is only worth 500,000 US dollars. And that's for a token that's worth almost 400 million US dollars. Have a look at this. This is the largest holders of the Turbo token. A lot of the supply is held by Uphold, a centralized exchange. We've also got supply held by Binance and by BitGet. So it's the market makers, it's the whales that push the price around. In fact, on chain, we have only seen 108 wallets interacting with the token in the last 24 hours. Have a look at this. This is the bets on the price. And in the last 24 hours, we have seen more than 200 million worth of trading volume on the 2 leading centralized exchange markets. Again, while on-chain the trading volume was only 181,000 US dollars. So the value that's moved on the derivatives market is more than 1,000 times larger than what happens on the spot market. So this is pretty much the tail moving the dog. The bets on the price are actually what's impacting the spot market. It's not the spot market that determines where turbo is going. And here is what happens when there are too many bets on the price. When many people think that turbo will go down in price, when the perpetual futures have a negative funding rate, or when the shorts have to pay the longs in order to bet on falling prices, then those shorts tend to get squeezed, or the market makers manipulate the price to the upside in order to collect all of those liquidation fees. That's what happened over here on the 23rd of April. The price went up. A lot of people were betting on falling.
Thanks, Kian. And you're right. I guess no one is clicking the like button. Go ahead and click the like button, guys, just for the project. See if we can get some more momentum going there. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. Shout out to X and all the X users and everything you guys are checking. Thank you. I am free one. Appreciate that. Let's keep it pushing.
Prices, yet the price continued to rise. Just have a look at how much impact the bets on the price have on the actual underlying. So here in green, we see the open interest. So that's the value of all of the bets on the perpetual futures market. And in yellow, we see the turbo price. Whenever there are a lot of bets on the price, the spot market also tends to go up. Whenever there are less bets on the price of turbo goes also down. And currently, it seems like the open interest is expanding a bit again. And so the market makers have an incentive to push up the price, simply because so many shorts get liquidated in the process. Volatility means profit for the market makers. This is not a natural rally. This is all player versus player. And one of those players is unfortunately the most skilled players. It's the market makers. It's the people that know what they're doing. Now, crypto cannot make money out of thin air, right? For one person to make a 10x return, 9 other people on average have to lose everything. And so it is a winner takes most market. This is not just true on a trader basis, it's also true on an asset basis. As in, most assets tend to go down and a few assets outperform. What I found interesting is the different returns based on the centralized exchanges. So different centralized exchanges list different tokens, and the performance of the tokens that are listed on Binance, they tend to do worse than the rest. So here's the performance in the last week. Let's check the 1 month performance. Again, Binance performed the worst. Let's go to 1 year. And one more time, the Binance tokens tend to do not that well. And so my impression is that a lot of the returns that those centralized exchanges are making is not just from trading fees, it's not just from financing fees of perpetual futures, etc. It is also from getting allocation for various altcoin projects. So Binance might take a cut of the overall supply and then sell it off silently in the background, depressing the prices. And other centralized exchanges might do this less. So that's something to potentially consider if an asset is mainly traded on Binance and not on other exchanges. It's reasonable to be somewhat careful. Now, when the chances are so high that we pick a loser in this market, when most returns are just in a few assets, then does it make sense to simply just follow Bitcoin? In the end, Bitcoin's dominance continues to increase. So that's a measure of how much of cryptocurrency's market cap is currently in Bitcoin versus all the rest. And we tended to see this going down very quickly, very sharply, when we were at around 70% Bitcoin dominance. So those crashes in Bitcoin dominance, this is altcoin season. But it looks like we are on our merry way up, and it looks like this could continue until the next year. Now, it's fascinating to see this chart, because while the Bitcoin dominance went up, we saw how meme coin speculation, especially the pump.fun ecosystem, grew a lot. Now, why did meme coin speculation become that popular? The reason is in this chart. This is DeFi Llama. So how much capital is in decentralized finance across all blockchains? And we had our DeFi summer in 2021 and then the collapse in 2022 where Terra Luna went bust. But it wasn't just Terra Luna, it was also Olympus DAO, which went from $1,000 to $20. It was Time Wonderland that went from $10,000 to 3 cents. There was Tomb Finance, which went from $3.50 to less than half a cent. Or how about this? Elephant Money, also just a straight destruction of capital. It became more and more clear that a lot of those decentralized finance protocols did not actually make 20-30% per annum. Instead, they were just Ponzi schemes in disguise. And so we had the DeFi Ponzi schemes, we had the vesting schedules and the insider selling of all kinds of altcoin projects. And so then meme coin speculation seemed to be the fair player versus player game. At least over there were no insiders that were selling additional supply. At least over there, we didn't have a clear Ponzi scheme. It was just tokens that were traded against one another. That's why meme coins took off that much. We can see that the market now has less risk than it used to have. So what we see here is, again, the decentralized finance total value locked. That's the blue line. But what we see in turquoise in the background, that's the stable coin market cap. So now there's way more stable coins compared to DeFi capital. In other words, the market is less levered. It is less risky and is likely not going to crash as a whole that soon. Still, trading meme coins is 100% player versus player. And since it's not just a game of luck, but also a game of skill, a game of on-chain analytics, or a game of figuring out who buys the right tokens early enough, who might have a following to attract attention. Since it's still player versus player, some few players make all of the gains, they make the 10x gains, and 9 other players, they lose everything. Now, there are actually some concrete numbers to this. Only 0.002% made more than $1 million with pump.fun. Only 0.05% made 100K, and only a bit under 0.5% made 10K with pump.fun tokens. Now, the average wallet size is, of course, much smaller than that, so there is a bit of dilution in those numbers, but it's clear that most people can't win in this game, right? This is a capital concentration process. And so naturally, after a while, when capital is in the hands of a few winners, the market tends to slow down. And that is what we have seen, right? The peak in pump.fun activity happened in January of this year. And so again, does this mean we should just stick with Bitcoin since Bitcoin's dominance is going up? Or does it make sense to potentially try to beat that market? Let's have a look at the largest pump.fun ecosystem token, which is Fartcoin. It's got a size of more than 1 billion. With our wallet tracking, we got a signal that Kyle Chessy was buying Fartcoin at around 4 to 5 cents. Here is Kyle Chessy. He tends to make some very interesting trades. Not all of them, of course, work out. Not all of them become a Fartcoin, but he's definitely closer to this than closer to this bracket. And so this is what I believe is the secret in this market. It's trying to find out who are the winners, and then also what kind of wallets do they hold. So here are the wallets that we have found using on-chain analytics just by Kyle Chessy. In total, we track more than 400 wallets, and it's all in this influencer trade channel. And here's the proof. I made a video on Fartcoin when it was still at 5 cents. So I tried to publish videos still early on this channel. Of course, I don't talk about every single influencer trade here because the influencer trades are part of the premium community, which, by the way, is down below. It's thebitcoinstradio.com. So since that alert, Fartcoin went up by more than 4,000%. Then it came back down. Now it's recovering again, still since the alert, an increase of more than 2,000%. And so this is how the game works. I'm not even certain that Kyle Chessy is the one that found the token first. He might also follow other wallets. He might also be part of other communities that find those things early. And that's the reason why he might have bought. And so there are different strategies to outperform this market. Of course, we can try to find this 10, 20x returns, but more often than not, those investments go to zero, right? We can have 3, 4, 5 failures. If one of them goes to 10x or 20x, that's fine. But it's pretty hard on risk management. A strategy that also works, especially when prices tend to go sideways, when money isn't flowing in as quickly, that's shorting altcoins that have just recently seen a rally. So I've made several videos on this as well. Check out the older videos on Dogecoin on this channel. So between November of last year and January of this year, I showed the exact same chart. This is not Dogecoin in US dollars, it's Dogecoin's dominance. How much of all of crypto is currently in Dogecoin? And it tends to be trading in somewhat of a range again. And the price goes up very quickly, maybe when Elon Musk talks about Doge, or maybe when there's another significant news event. But after that rally, the price tends to underperform. And we can make money from that underperformance. We're not even betting on the price itself going down. We can bet simply on Dogecoin underperforming the rest of the market. So we can bet, for example, long Bitcoin, short Doge. So in the end, we are not delta exposed. That means we are independent of where the general market is going because we have one asset that's long, one asset that's short. The overall macro doesn't matter too much. But then we are betting on the relative performance of Doge to Bitcoin. And when that goes down, we can make money as well. And I have made money with that short. There are plenty of very nice trades that our community has done. So
Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. So let me know. It is weird how he says Fartcoin, but let me know what you guys think in the comments before we wrap it up. You want to do XRP tonight or Caspa? I think maybe Caspa. I'm not sure, but let me know what you guys think. Either way it go, don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And join the BTM Twitter crypto news network. XRP is #1. So I guess we will close it down for the evening. Remember, turbo, 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 CAS. So we got one vote for CAS and one vote for XRP. So I need at least somebody to break the tiebreaker here. One more person. And guess we'll have to wait and see. We got CAS and one XRP vote. Somebody, anybody, put the vote in. Or do we have to? We're going to be here all night. What's going on? Let me know. One person of 158 people. Somebody just say CAS. Just say CAS. Somebody say something. One person. Are we going to be here all evening? Somebody, anybody, everybody. Well, how can you have a vehicle fire in the rain? That's weird. But yeah, one person, anybody, somebody. Switch to CAS. Thanks. I am free one. Looking for someone else to vote. Anybody, everybody, somebody. So close. Just one person. One person. Anybody, everybody, somebody. I guess we're going with CAS then. I am free. But no worries. Right? No worries. It could be one more person. Anybody, everybody. It's just taking longer than I thought. I might as well go ahead and find another video. Or go back and look at the chart. So we're looking at the 007 to push all the way up. We are so close. Anyone, Ferris Bueller. Yeah, Bueller. 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 Anybody. Somebody. Everybody. check the 5-minute chart, see what's going on. Zoom in. On the 5-minute chart, we had 2 red candles. On the 15-minute chart, candles look like that. It's like on the 15-minute, we're downtrending back to the 005. If we can just get up to the 006 and push up to that 007, it's got to get to the 007, guys. What's really going on out here? So close to that previous resistance line for the breakout. Hope it's not a fake out. But I guess we'll close it down. Anybody, everybody, somebody. Nobody? Let's look for a video real quick. You can squeeze one more video in. I don't see anything. Well, that's not good. That's weird that it switched over to my video. But let's see here. Hmm. Yep. Found a video. Looks like we're doing another 4 minutes.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new video here on Turbo. Wanted to do a full update on the current price action, which is pretty good, of course. Also well, slightly to be expected. If you watched my video yesterday, which yes, I've covered the Turbo twice in 2 days now, but I had to. I mean, we had some very definitive price I want to talk about. So we had to, but if you remember the brief summary that is that all the way out, it is that Turbo has moved back into this previous range right here between 0.34, so then that's 0.0034 to the bottom, and then to the top, it seems to be the main resistance at 0.73 cents, where I just realized we also have a very old imbalance still, as you can see. But so we're in between those levels, and what we realized yesterday, or at least what I said in my analysis yesterday, is that the most important level within that range, that's the POC, right? That's the point of control. That's where most of the volume has been traded, and that's around 0.43, 0.42. And we were able to not only break above that with volume, but also consolidate on top of that. So if that's happening, and we're coming from the bottom of the range, and we're able to hold on top of the POC, it's technically most likely that we're going to at least visit the top of the range right here between 0.7 and let's say 0.78 cents here to the upside, which, by the way, just to prepare you all, I don't expect that to break. Ultimately, historically, it's been a major resistance zone. We know from Turbo that it's also historically always going to stop somewhere and going to sell off quite aggressively. And I would say, given these market circumstances, given this structure here for Turbo, and some bearish divergences, which we cannot ignore, I would say getting above that, we would need much more strength. And I don't see a reason why we would gain that. But short term, I do still think we're going up there. My analysis since yesterday hasn't changed. It's still completely the same. We're just a little bit further into that analysis, because what I said is, we're consolidating right here. We might stay in that consolidation for a bit longer. But I do think eventually a bullish breakout is what to expect. And that's now what's happening. And I would say that even though we have some divergences, right? I mean, if you check out, for example, the volume right here, compare the volume between these two levels right here compared to the price. Price is obviously making higher highs. Volume is making lower highs. But one of the key reasons, outside of already expecting this earlier, that I do think this move will continue to rally up, is that we don't really have a major bearish divergence outside of the volume. And volume matters. It really does. But if the price is making higher highs, volume is making lower highs, open interest is making higher highs, and the RSI is making equal highs, then that's not enough of a divergence for me to say that this is a fake breakout. And therefore, I'd say it's most likely, we might retest some liquidity down here between 0.55 and 0.58 cents. But I do ultimately think we're going up to that next resistance level right here. And that's, look, would I short that? It's going to be very difficult. I'll probably try it. But that's, I do think, the end station of this bullish momentum we've seen from Turbo. But those are my thoughts. I think that's essentially what you need to know. I mean, it's a very short video, so I'm thinking, did I miss something? Not necessarily. I mean, be aware that there's a little bit more tension in the general financial markets now. So S&P 500 has dropped down a bit. Gold is rallying, so there is some instability. Like if we have some sort of a major financial crash today, then Turbo will probably also drop down, right? So be aware of that. But ultimately, I think the chances of that are not high enough for me to tell you that this is not most likely, because technically it is. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. So for now, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you on my next videos, and bye.
All right, guys. I guess we'll shut it down for the evening.
Ladies and boys and girls, how are my
Thanks for
snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fan.
Thanks for sharing, and subscribing. And watching the videos. You already watched this? Oh, it's just another video? I'm playing. But I guess I'll take a break and then come back later. But thanks for joining. And as always, stay weird. And let's get back to the money, guys. It's your main man, BTM, signing out on the Crypto News Network. And stay dangerous. Miner out.